Isaiah, what's photo day like as a player, bouncing from place to place and having your picture taken like a million times? How is that as a player?
Right now, I'm kind of used to it. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it for a couple years, so I don't know. I would say I'm kind of used to it now. It's just another thing. I don't know. I wasn't really expecting photo day today until I looked at my calendar, but yeah, I don't know. Just another day, I would say.
Hey, you're all about that next play, next item, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So here you are. How are you most different as a player and person compared to where you were for photo day last year?
Honestly, I'd probably say I'm a little bit bigger. I was pretty skinny last year, but I put maybe 20 pounds on since last year. So I don't know. And I feel like I grew up a little bit more rather than last year. So for sure.
20 pounds. I'm gathering most of that is muscle. And you know, hey, your coach, Jay Hill, your defense coordinator, he gave multiple shout-outs to the strength and conditioning staff. What did they do to get you guys to another level over the last year?
Well, with Coach Phyllis, Coach Tupo, Coach Tim, etc., I feel like they really took it to a different level. Last year, I feel like it wasn't like where it needed to be. I feel like from last year to this year, it's been like day and night. Especially our workouts, it's always high intensity. Where they're getting on us, want us to be great. So I feel like even like our teammates are always pushing us and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's helping us to be a better team overall. So.
What type of a linebacker are you? And maybe we can use a former BYU guy to answer that question. You got Fred Warner and Sione Takitaki. Kyle Van Noy was a linebacker here. Who do you try and emulate the most, or maybe you compare yourself to the most of those guys that are now in the league?
I would probably say that's a good question. Probably Fred Warner. I would say hopefully people could see that, but I don't know. I feel like we still have the same skill set. Like we're both like the same as when we were both in college. So I don't know. Overall, I feel like we weighed probably the same amount right now, but for sure, I'd say probably Fred Warner.
Okay, so that's a good baseline for someone that's never seen you play football. What are you going to do on a football field this year for BYU?
Hopefully make plays, get interceptions, score touchdowns, and smack the quarterback.
I like that. How's the defense different this year, clearly? Like if you were comparing the two, how is the defense different this year than last?
We're playing a lot faster than we was last year. I feel like everybody knows the scheme now. Our D-line knows the scheme. And then with our backers, we're a little young, but we're playing fast right now. So, like, way better than we were last year, for sure.
I know this is probably more of a question for the coach, and I've talked to him about this, but as far as the rotation goes, there are a lot of capable guys. So what kind of a rotation are you anticipating in terms of the number of guys that are going to see the field this year for BYU at the linebacker spot?
At the backer spot, I would say everyone. I feel like we have all of our backers are high intensity, like ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows the plays. Everyone's making plays right now, especially in fall camp. So I would expect to see everyone, hopefully.
How much do you use what is said in preseason polls by the media and the Big 12 Conference and over-under totals for wins and losses? How much do you use that personally as a motivator to get ready for a season?
Honestly, I don't really look at that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know my team. I know what we're capable of, stuff like that. They may have us lower in the rankings and stuff, but hey, that's what we want. You know what I'm saying? We want to come out and shock the world. So.
Why is that? Why is that something that BYU and BYU, a lot of BYU teams have rallied around that point over the years and have done well? Why does that work for you and this team?
It just gives us juice, I would say. We look at stuff like that, and it fires us up. That's what, especially our workouts, where we have high intensity stuff. They're always talking about you want us to be great, so that's what's gonna make us great right there. Stuff like that.
You chose number 16. What's the backstory behind that?
Well, I was a safety when I first got here, so they gave me this number, and I just kept it. I like 16, so I was 12 in high school, but 16 is a different number, so I like it though.
Both good numbers for sure. What do you want BYU fans to know about Isaiah Glasker that they might not know at this juncture?
I would say I'm on the ride for the Cougars. You know what I'm saying? I want to make plays for my teammates, for the fans, and I'll give them a show, really.
Isaiah, we appreciate the time. Best of luck to you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate
Let's go Big 16.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Go Cougs, man.